Hi, you can download the Expert Advisor that is built in this video and use it for your own AI codebase by just clicking on the link below.
In this video, we are going to create an Expert Advisor that uses the relative Vigor Index indicator to detect trend direction and corrections on the chart. Let's see how we can do that. We start Metaeditor by clicking the little icon or pressing F4. This opens the Metaeditor where we can create our new Expert Advisor file. We click on New, select Expert Advisor, give it a name, and then we have the basic structure ready. The first thing we need is the onTic function. This function is called every time a new tick arrives on the chart. Inside this function, we start by clearing any previous chart output with comment and an empty string parameter. This ensures we don't have old information displayed when new calculations are made. Next, we create two arrays to store price data. We declare myPriceArray0 as a dynamic array of type double. This array will hold the values for the first line of the RVI indicator. We also declare myPriceArray1 as another dynamic array of type double. This array will hold the values for the second line of the RVI indicator. Now we define the properties for our RVI indicator. We use the IRVI function with three parameters. The first parameter is underscore symbol, which represents the current symbol of the chart. The second parameter is underscore period, which represents the current time frame. The third parameter is 10, which sets the period for the RVI calculation. This function returns an integer handle that we store in the variable RVI definition. We need to prepare our arrays for proper indexing. We use ArraySetAsSeries with myPriceArray0 as the first parameter and true as the second parameter. This sorts the array from the current candle downwards, making the most recent candle accessible at index 0. We do the same for myPriceArray1 with ArraySetAsSeries, passing myPriceArray1 as the first parameter and true as the second parameter. Now we fill these arrays with actual RVI values. We use copyBuffer with 6 parameters. The first parameter is RVI definition, which is our indicator handle. The second parameter is 0, which specifies we want the first line of the RVI. The third parameter is 0, which means we start from the current candle. The fourth parameter is 3, which means we want to copy 3 candles worth of data. The fifth parameter is myPriceArray0, which is where the data will be stored. We repeat this process for the second line. We use copyBuffer again with RVI definition as the first parameter. The second parameter is now 1 to specify the second line of the RVI. The third parameter remains 0 for the current candle. The fourth parameter is 3 for 3 candles. The fifth parameter is myPriceArray1 to store the second line values. To get the current values for display, we extract the most recent values from our arrays. We create RVI value 0 by accessing myPriceArray0 at index 0. We use normalized double to round this value to 3 decimal places. Similarly, we create RVI value 1 by accessing myPriceArray1 at index 0 and also normalizing it to 3 decimal places. Now we implement the logic to determine market conditions based on these RVI values. For the main trend detection, we check if RVI value 0 is less than RVI value 1 and if RVI value 1 is less than 0. When both conditions are true, we display downtrend on the chart using the comment function. For an upward trend, we check if RVI value 0 is greater than RVI value 1 and if RVI value 0 is greater than 0. When these conditions are met, we display uptrend on the chart. We also want to detect corrections within the main trend. For an upward correction and a downtrend, we check if RVI value 0 is greater than RVI value 1 while RVI value 1 remains below 0. When this occurs, we display up correction on the chart. For a downward correction and an uptrend, we check if RVI value 0 is less than RVI value 1 while RVI value 0 remains above 0. When this condition is satisfied, we display down correction on the chart. After writing all this code, we press F7 to compile the Expert Advisor. The compilation process checks for any syntax errors and creates the executable file that Metaeditor can use. If this was too fast for you, or if you don't understand what all the code is doing, you maybe want to check out the premium course on our website, or watch one of the basic videos first. Now we go back to Metaeditor by pressing F4 or clicking on the icon. Back in Metaeditor, we press Ctrl and R to start the strategy tester. We pick the ExpertAdvisor that we have just created, enable the visual mode and start a strategy test. Then we should see the ExpertAdvisor on the chart displaying the trend direction and corrections based on the RVI indicator. If you are already a premium course member and have an idea for a video like this one, you can send us an email. In this video, we have learned how to create an ExpertAdvisor that uses the relative vigor index to identify trend directions and corrections. You have coded an ExpertAdvisor yourself with a few lines of MQL code that analyzes the RVI indicator values and displays the current market condition directly on the chart. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.